Do you think that Davido has been farming those songs?
I wouldn't say yes, because actually I don't have the fact or any evidence to say that okay, yeah, Davido has been farming. Not just Davido that was affected.
Yeah.
Mentioned other artists.
Susan, is Chief Priest broke?
Are you joking? CP is not broke, but I think he was trying to make a statement with that song.
When Portable burst into the scene with, of course, Zazuze, which Olamide played a very huge, important role.
Yeah, he did.
Did you think for once that Portable will still be relevant in the industry till now?
So I didn't think that would remain in the limelight for long, but one thing I certainly did see coming was that even if it was going to be in the limelight, it was definitely going to be about all of these controversies.
So streaming firms are like the black market of the music business. They are services designed to illegally increase the number of times a song is listened to, maybe through softwares and bots, and the use of large number phones. And what does the law say? It's a criminal offense according to section 34,6742 of the Music Criminal Code. Guys, this is one subject that has actually been on the lips of everybody who cares to listen about anything regarding Stream Farm. But guys, before we delve into all that, thank you so much for your amazing support. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions. Thank you for everything that you do to actually make our community the best community. Here at Gusto TV Africa, we love and appreciate you. And this is Gusto's What's Happening. So I have with me my usual suspect on today's episode, Sugar. What's happening?
I'm fine. I'm okay. How you doing? I'm okay.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Fine.
You've heard the introduction. Let's just go through it because there's a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
And Davido has actually been in the conversation for, very obvious reasons. Streams have actually been disappearing or have disappeared. Let me just ask you straight up. Do you think that Davido has been farming those songs?
I wouldn't say yes, because actually I don't have the fact or any evidence to say that okay, yeah, Davido has been farming. But I think I saw it on X where someone tweeted about Spotify actually doing some check-ins on some songs, and then that led to some reductions, and then it's not just Davido that was affected.
Yeah.
Mentioned other artists, so I'm confused why the whole force is all around Davido. Maybe because okay, Tomo Babalowo, it's a big name, so I wouldn't say yes, it's farming. I wouldn't say no, it's not farming because there's no evidence.
Why is this coming out now actually? Because he has an album dropping on the 18th of April, and he's actually been on a roll trying to actually promote this album. He was at the BET headquarters trying to really get this album to everybody. Is this some type of PR, or is just Spotify doing its check and said, you know what, we found Davido to be wanting, this is a criminal offense, and we're gonna yank off a couple milli streams because this one look clear. Do you think there's something fishy going on?
I would, if at all there's supposed to be like a strategic rollout, I would say it's like a very wrong one, because why would you want to reduce streams from your songs for the sake of a rollout or to promote an album that is not
people to talk? Don't you think?
Get people to talk, but it will affect the streams on the album when it finally drops now, because among the songs that the streams got reduced, there's funds is part of it now. So and funds is definitely going to be on that album. So what's the good news or good PR about reducing the streams when the song is still going to be on the album? Or are they trying to hide it back, or is it even something they can do themselves? I really do not think that there's anything strategic about that. If at all it is, I really do not think there's anything strategic about that.
So in one word, yes or no, are these streams manipulated or not?
I don't think they are.
You don't think they are?
I do not.
You work
think.
for Spotify?
No, I don't.
Are you a fan?
But I don't think they are. I don't think. Like I said earlier, I wouldn't say yes, I wouldn't say no. So let's just leave it in the hands of the viewers. If you guys
okay, just to wrap up this conversation real quick, right? What are the lessons here? Do you think that in the case of when this kind of news just breaks into the internet regarding stream farms, because this is not the first time we've heard about stream farming, it's a conversation that will continue, because right now, like I said yesterday during the news, it tries to water down the hard work other people put into their artistry, because nobody everybody they farm. Now what are the lessons here for Davido and the 30BG camp? Do they actually have to come out to actually put out a statement and say, no, we're not farming, these things are original, or maybe just hush and not say anything and just let the sleeping dog lie?
I don't even think the announcement or explanation should come from 30BG or Davido or no whatever artist that was affected. It should be from the streaming platform. Spotify should come out to say why this was happening. It didn't happen to Davido. Earlier this year we saw it happen with Fido.
Yeah.
And ever since it has been happening, I don't think Spotify has actually come out to say anything about this reduction. So I think Spotify should be the organization to come out and say, okay, this is what is happening, this is why it is happening, this is what is going on, this is what we are doing. Not like, because even if the artists come out and say, oh, we are not farming, they need to explain why there's a reduction in numbers, and the only body that can explain that is the streaming platform. So Spotify should be the one coming out, not Davido coming out to explain. I beg, not to shalaye jare.
Okay, so I mean, like Sugar has said, maybe Spotify needs to come out to clear the air and say, you know what, there's some type of glitch, or we're trying to do the back end checks and all of that, because I mean farming is something that we fiercely frown against, and somebody like Davido has been caught in the web, and this is not the first time with regarding stream farms with our superstars, Afro superstars. It's happened with Wizkid before, some type of removal, the song come back and all of that. Fido was hugely affected with the hit song
Joy is coming.
Joy left and came back a couple times, and all of that. And right now, Davido is the one who is actually getting the stick for reduction in numbers. And like Sugar said, maybe just for clarity, these streaming platforms can actually come up to say, this is exactly what is going on, and fans can be more relaxed and actually just say, okay, maybe not Spotify, maybe not this streaming platform, so that is what Sugar is saying, and that's what we think, because Davido is in the news for not so very good reasons. But we hope that the 5 album that will drop on the 18th of April will be that album that is going to shake the Afrobeat scene and definitely will bask in the euphoria and the glory of what Davido has to offer on that album. Are you excited for the 5 album?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Like I want to listen to it. I want to know what is on that album, because the promotion is it's been huge. So I'm excited for it.
Lastly,
I want to
Lastly, between this album coming and every other album that's been teased to drop in 2025, which is the one that you're most excited about?
It has to be Davido's album.
Because he's the biggest?
Not because he's the biggest, because I think he's that one artist that everyone is just always, anticipating what it is he wants to drop again. Like, what is he going to drop? So
it's teased almost all the songs on the album.
I'll show you guys have that. Those are the songs on the album. What if it's whiny?
Anyways, keep your eyes locked for that one, and when the album drops, we'll be right here to report all of it. Now, moving on to one person that is largely in the news for controversies. If there's one artist that is very controversial, it has to be Portable or Molalo Mizazuze. This guy is a bunch of, I don't know what to call it. Do that, I'm surprised when I'm trouble or bag of trouble I go talk now, because you never really know what to expect from this guy. And recently he was at the Echo Room interview and he said a lot of things. Did you watch that interview?
Yeah, I did. Actually,
what was your initial reaction to all the things that Portable had to say?
If I'm going to be very honest here, that guy dropped a lot of gems, on that interview. Like, he said a lot of things that actually made sense. I'm surprised why people just want to focus on the controversial part and the fact that I think he called that in a number of people.
We're going to talk about that. Right?
Yeah, but he dropped gems at the beginning of the interview. When he mentioned that when he was taken to cell 4. And how they used to beat people when they get into the cell, but when he got there, he blessed them with money, and then they asked them to pray, and he said he can't pray with them because he has not killed anybody before. And they've killed people, so their prayers cannot be answered together. So everybody should pray separately. But concerning the interview, I think Portable is just that one person that every other artist wish they could be.
How?
Yes, in terms of audacity.
Okay.
Being able to come out and say things without thinking about your career being at stake, or losing some ambassadorial deals or brand deals, or even your fans. I think Portable is that artist that every other celebrity wants to be. Speaking
of that, when Portable burst into the scene with, of course, Zazuze, which Olamide played a very huge, important role.
Yeah, he did.
Did you think for once that Portable will still be relevant in the industry till now?
No, I would say no.
Why that?
Because when he came that time, yeah, Zazu's everyone enjoyed the song, and at a point, it started fading off. So when that song started fading off, I'm like, I don't think this is somebody that will stay in the industry for long. But don't let me say industry, let me say limelight. Definitely is a musician. He will stay in the industry for long, but being in the limelight, I didn't think that it was really going to be in our faces like this, and we'll have to keep talking about it. I don't think a year can pass. Not even a year, a month can pass and we'll not talk about Portable.
Right.
So I didn't think that I would remain in the limelight for long. But one thing I certainly did see coming was that even if it was going to be in the limelight, it was definitely going to be about all of these controversies, starting from when he already dragged Pokoli about Pika or no Pika. So yeah, that's it.
Anyways, I mean, speaking of controversies, I'm just gonna read, I mean, some quotes from this interview, and it was something that really struck me. A few things struck me, and I'll just read a few.
Let's have it.
And Portable said, and I quote, "Come to Songo, Agege, Oshodi. Bring small kids together and tell them to sing the latest songs by Wizkid and Davido. Tell them to sing along. They cannot. But my songs, they will sing it, but they charge more than me. Why? Now me they rain now. What you make of that?"
I mean, it's just trying to ascertain the fact that when it comes to street credibility, he's in charge. He's trying to own the street for himself. That's what I'll see.
He owns the street. Is it bigger than Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Rema on the streets?
On the streets,
yes.
Like streets, like the kind of streets that he mentioned.
What street? Oshodi Street, not Falomo, Victoria Island, or Ikoyi.
Exactly. When we're talking about streets, we have levels of streets.
Olamide type of street?
No, I don't think he owns.
So what's a lesser type of street?
Then let me say it before they will say the thick kind of street. I mean, don't let us put Olamide into the mix, because if we're talking about Olamide owning the streets, I don't think there's any street that Olamide does not own. He owns all the streets. But when it comes to Portable, we're talking about the deeper streets. The song goes, like he said, the Agege, the Oshodi, the deeper streets. So definitely he's like owning that for himself. Obviously, you don't expect one Agbero to come and be singing Wizkid song for you now. Are you joking?
So, I mean, with all that said, one thing that we know Portable to do is to actually, take the street by storm. Yeah. He's had a few controversies. Of course, latest one was the one he got even arrested, and then they told him not to speak in public for a while, which I think he broke that.
With this interview,
it's just a Portable thing, let's just even say. But in terms of what Olamide has done for him and how he has really helped him to the limelight, and him now coming to say things about Portable, because there's one thing about Portable that I personally don't like, the way he tries to malign the people who are supposed to help him, right? And he does this every other time, and then it's like he's quite intentional about doing these things, and he go do and he will go beg, and all that. So it's like you're toying with people's emotions and toying, with the respect that they have for you. And the latest one that he said, even in that interview, he said, and I'll quote it, "Olamide made them molest me in the industry. Why didn't he continue to support me in the industry? I just run up and down. I no get manager. At the moment, Olamide cannot sign me. Only Sony Music can sign me. I am big now."
Talk about entitlement
or audacity
and entitlement. Why didn't he continue to support you? What did he do with the first support that he got? Who did he drag first? Pokoli. I'm sure Olamide had to go and cover his head now, and he finally still dragged him. So definitely, something about Portable that I would say is that guy. Don't let me say I don't think is normal, but Yoruba people will say like when you just already know that this is who this person is, you will not have problems with them. You just already know that this is who he is. So if you want to help him, whoever that wants to help Portable now has to bear in mind that
something
like don't even help him with the intention that this person is a good person. Be like say you want a person with carry knife, won't choke you for throat, say I will kill you, but you will still help them. So that's just what I can make of this whole thing.
Because for me though, because Portable is one weird person. I really don't know what to make of that guy. But he said quite a number of things, on that interview.
A lot of things.
I just cannot even go through all of them. But one thing that he said was about Olamide not helping him further and all that. Olamide would have seen all these things and said,
Definitely.
I can feel like Joe. Let me just leave this boy and just let him be. But one thing also that he said is he said he's blown by grace and not disgrace. But is he not disgracing himself with all of these things? Why is he contradicting himself though?
Before he got arrested, before they finally, I think he turned himself in now. When he posted on Instagram that time that he's a psychiatric patient. In that interview, in that interview, he said that when he got there, he told them that he's normal, he's not a mad person. I said, so at this point, I don't think he's someone that people should take seriously anymore. Like just let him be.
Anyways, I mean that's for Portable, right? Portable is somebody that will always be controversial, and we love him for what he does. Anyways, we love the controversies. We love, we love his songs. Actually, we do love his songs. But right now he's, I think, one of the biggest industry giants because he has close to like 40 artists signed to his label. He even has an Odumodu Black. That's quite impressive.
I think he has the ABBA made of every big artist.
He has everything. He has everything. Street to pop to Afrobeat to R&B. It has it. But we hope that this whole, I don't know what to call it, but all these moves that he tries to make, and every time he tries to be very controversial, I hope that he rethinks it, because I think he's a great guy and he has great talent and could actually stay long in the industry. Let's hope for positive things. But guys, do you think that Olamide should actually overlook this thing and actually just tries to help him? Because he has said in that interview that Zlatan is a bad friend. Davido tried to help him and all that, but if Davido features him on the song, he won't mind though. But this is not Davido where you still drag. So guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that Portable can still redeem himself and actually get to that number one spot in terms of artistry? Remember, he has a song with Skepta. Skepta is international. But let us know what you think about Portable. Do you think his character is something that we'll just leave him, we'll just continue to talk about other people? Put your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be right there to respond to every one of it. Now, moving on to the last topic for today, and this person is CP, Chief Priest. Money na water. Susan, is Chief Priest broke?
Are you joking? Money na water. No, Chief Priest is not broke.
Why is he doing music?
His money is long.
Why is he doing music?
But have you heard that song though?
I heard it.
How did you feel about it?
Good song, because he dragged 3 young boys.
Dragged?
Yes. Begged.
If I'm going to be very honest here, I think that's what actually happened. I think he just told them, we have to sing a song. We have to sing a song. But he killed that verse. No, that was really nice. It was giving the vibe of all these, Igbo songs that, they do. You see the video now, but he actually did so well. CP is not broke, but I think he was trying to make a statement with that song.
So, I mean, like, CP is very good friends with Davido. We know they all roll together and all of that stuff. Do you think that Davido could have advised him to say, CP, you won't start to be artist now or waiting? Because, I mean, I like the song.
I do too.
Boy P, Heist and all them. That trio of, amazing superstars. Of course, they broke into the scene with Ogechi, Kama. Beautiful song. And of course, they've been on a roll since then. So I think that, CP was just like, okay, guys, let's run this thing. But then again, do you think that CP is actually trying to, gag the younger ones? By that, I mean, CP has the influence, he has power, he has connections in the industry. And of course, we know music is about the talent and the back. So would it not be better for him to actually just try to support instead of actually be the face of maybe like a record or something? Remember, he had a brother, or he has a brother, allegedly, that's a musician and a Burna Boy helper. Why not help him, brother?
I'll show you that's his brother. Allegedly, we're not sure. There's always two sides to a story. I mean, person if you get money, like you can't have money like to that extent, and then there's a family member like that somewhere. There has to be a reason. Like definitely has to be a reason. So
when that song dropped and you heard the song to watch the video, do you think that CP has the tenacity to stay in the industry, or he's just wrap it up? Maybe he's just doing it for fun, maybe. But he looks like he's trying to do music for real. just maybe something that he has always wanted to do. But do you see CP doing another song, and another song?
For CP, yeah, if he's going to stick to that, I think that one verse in a song with many people and just drop it like that, it will really bang, like it will really be good. But having a whole song just him, I don't know how that will sound though.
Well, let's be on the lookout. It seems like CP has something for us, but he's already dropped his first ever project with a trio, amazing trio, the Ogechi Crooners, and this one sounds really, really amazing. We love it. Yesterday was reported that it was doing number 79 on the charts on Spotify.
Yeah.
So that's quite impressive. It actually broke a record for a first time single. A lot of people said na money they used to they push them and all that, but it is what it is. We know that it's a decent song. It's a decent record. The video is out. It looks good. Guys, if you've seen that video, what were your initial thoughts? And do you think that CP has a tenacity to actually stay in the industry for a long time, or he should just cut the crap and wrap it up? Guys, this is where we come to the end of Gusto's What's Happening. And guys, let us know in the comment section what you think about everything that we've said, and just put your comments. We'll be right there to respond to every one of it. It's Sugar and I actually signing out, and we're gonna say take care and bye.